So this is the 2023 Toyota Grand Highlander Platinum. This one is all-wheel drive and comes in just above $55,000. Now still, in my opinion, this is the best three-row SUV in the market at the moment, and I think it's going to remain so for quite a while. But there is a caveat. In fact, there's two of them, and for some people, they might actually even be a deal breaker. So throughout the video, I will show you what they are as well. In this video, I'm going to show you what's under the hood, what is the technology this thing has to offer, how does the driver feel like in the driver's seat, what does the second row legroom feel like, what about the third row legroom. Spoiler alert, it's really good. I'm also going to show you the trunk space. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, let's just face it, this thing looks like a big RAV4, and frankly there's nothing bad about that. I like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty handsome. Even though the name is Grand Highlander, I don't care if it doesn't look like a Highlander. It is really good. So the looks wise, I have no complaints. I'm pretty much in love with the looks. I think it's pretty handsome. All right, so let's talk about what you have in the front here. You have an LED daytime running light. Under that, you have a low and high beams. And under that, you have your fog lights as well. And on this front grille, you have the front camera, as well as 4 ultrasonic proximity sensors, which actually tell you if you're getting too close to something. All right, so let's talk about the engine you have in here. This is the 2.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder equipped with the 8-speed automatic transmission. This thing produces 265 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. In fact, this is the same exact engine that's in the Highlander. Now that said, this car can also be equipped with a hybrid powertrain or the Hybrid Max powertrain as well. Now there are some caveats to that which I'll get to once you get into the interior, but basically the hybrid powertrain has a little bit less horsepower and torque, and the Hybrid Max has a lot more than this. That's all you need to know. All right, so let's talk about this interior, folks. So this door panel on the driver's side, this is supposed to be a little bit soft, but it's actually very hard up here. This is a soft leather, and this is really, really soft. I love that. That gets a thumbs up. Down there you have your water bottle holder and then some small cubby here. There's your speaker, here's your windows and mirror controls, as well as the 2-person memory seats. And this fake wood trim actually extends all the way through the car to the other side and that door panel over there. That's a really nice detail. And a quick mention to this seat over here. This is a perforated leather seat. This is both heated and ventilated, and so is the passenger seat over there. Now the only difference between this and the passenger seat is that that one loses the lumbar support. This one still has the lumbar support. Although this one does not have the 4-way adjusting lumbar support. It only has forward and back. It does not go up and down. Though it still has the thigh support, and the seat can go up and down as well. We're using that one, and then this one just moves the backrest forward and back. Alright folks, so here is your view from the driver's seat of the Grand Highlander. I have the seat set to its lowest position, so that hood actually does feel quite high, but I can actually raise the seat and that'll get better. One thing to mention quickly is that this is a heated mirror, and it also has that blind spot monitoring system inside of it. And you also have the head-up display, which is right over there. There you go, you can see it shows you what gear you're in, the speed you're going, and perhaps when you have the safety systems on, it'll also show you the cars ahead of you and the distance. And here is your fully LCD driver display. This can be customized using the buttons over here, and then this is for your media controls. This is for your safety systems. Those are your safety system sensors. They monitor your eyes to make sure you're looking on the road. If not, they will beep. There is your signal stock, and there is your wiper stock with paddle shifters on the back here as well. Moving on to the left here, here's your odometer reset button. This adjusts the brightness of that driver display, and this is for your automatic high beams. This for your heated steering wheel. That pops the trunk for you, and then down there, that's for your fuel cap popper, electronic that is, and then the hood opener right there. And this is your 12.3-inch multimedia screen. This car also is equipped with the 11-speaker JBL sound system. That's the upgraded sound system. Love to see that the volume knob is still here. That's great. Also love the fact that you have these big knobs to control your climate control. The dual zone climate control, the passenger and driver, that's separate. I love these buttons as well. These are always really high quality. I love these. And then you have your heated and ventilated seat controls for both driver and passenger right there. There's your hazards. And then over here, that is for your camera. So if you press that, that shows you a 360-degree view camera. Now, this is one of those systems that Toyota has is not really that good. I mean, you can stop it, but you can't really control it. It just kind of just moves around on its own. So That's unfortunate. Now you can do this where it shows you an outside view instead of the inside view, but that is pretty much it. And then moving on down here, here's your two USB-C charging ports as well as a wireless charger down there, and then some small cubby space over here. This is your engine start stop button. And moving back, here's your gear shifter. If you put it in reverse, here is your reverse camera. It is not the best, definitely not the highest resolution. The screen is fine, the camera is not that high resolution. You can manipulate the angles of the camera. You can even touch this and move it around where you need to, but you can't really do much with this. There is guidelines, so as you turn left or right, it'll tell you where you will end up if you're reversing, so that's good. And moving back here, here's your parking brake, brake hold, automatic engine start stop, traction control on off. Here's your multi-terrain select system, so you can select what terrain you're going on and it'll automatically adjust the traction control and everything that's necessary. That is your snow mode and hill descent control as well. This car is loaded with all the modes. Here are your two decent sized cup holders. This is definitely smaller than that one, so that one can hold a bigger cup, and then a small cubby space right there. And then let's take a quick look in your center console. Unfortunately, it does not open up here. It just slides back. But once you go in, it's quite big inside as well as deep. That's really huge. And there's a circuit lighter style power outlet in there. There is no USB-C or anything, but that's pretty much it inside. It's huge. And on the passenger side, you have the same door panel constructions just as the driver. So really soft over there, that's good. I really like this cubby space here. More and more cars are losing these. And then there is your USB-C charger port right there. That's really good. And then here is your glove box. I think you'll be able to pretty much fit anything you'll ever want. Let's move on. And then moving on up here, here's your auto dimming rearview mirror with the home link system buttons here. And then these are actually for the rear view camera that actually is integrated into this, which I'll show you in a second. So this is your auto dimming rear view mirror. As soon as you flip this, that becomes your rear view camera. So if you have people back there and they're getting in your way, this is a really good feature. Now this is only available in some of the higher trims, not in the lower ones. And then up here, you have your normal LED controls, so press that to turn on. So is that one. This car does have the panoramic sunroof, so this opens and closes the sunshade. This opens and closes the sunroof, and then this actually vents it. Now here's a quick look at the sunroof above. So let's open the shade. It retracts all the way back. Now let's open the sunroof. There you go. It opens a pretty decent size. I would say this is about maybe 1.5 feet it opens up, and as far as how wide it is, I think it's about 3 feet wide, so that's pretty good. Now to close it, the same button. This is the vent setting, so it just opens up from the back a little bit, so let the hot air out. And if you want to close it, simply press that, and then you can also close the shade in the hot days. So here in the second row, you have the same hard plastic of here, and this is soft. Actually, I'm really impressed. This is actually just as soft as the driver one is. And then your mirror controls and another small cubby, really good. That's a huge down there. And then your speaker, as well as this thing has manual sunshades. All right, folks, so let's talk about the second row seats here. So remember I was talking about the two caveats that might be a deal breaker for some people? Well, this is it. So if you want a bench seat, you cannot get the Platinum model in any configuration with any engine. Furthermore, if you want the hybrid max powertrain, again, you cannot have the bench seat, unfortunately. I'm not sure why Toyota is doing this, but that is how it is, unfortunately. So now, since that's out of the way, let's talk about what you actually do get. So I'm 6-foot guy. I've set that seat for me. As you can see, I still have 2 inches of space. There is a seat back pocket over here and over there. That's really nice. Really good climate controls in here. Heated and ventilated seats, still both of these. That's good. And then you have 2 USB-C chargers for either person, and then a full household style charger at the bottom. That's really good as well. And then you have your 2 climate control vents up here, as well as your individual reading lights if you really wanted to read back here. And furthermore, what makes the seat even more comfortable is the fact that my feet can actually go under the seat in front, which is actually really nice detail. And actually, this is not even the furthest back. I can move this seat, so I can actually roll it back about that much. And now, as you can see, I have a lot more space. There's also your armrests here for both seats. That's really nice. And if I want to recline the seat, it's just like a same normal seat function. So you lift that up, and there you go. This is as much as it would recline. So I would feel very comfortable here in a long drive. And at the end of the day, that's what you really want. So 2 thumbs up from me. And as for the child seats, you can use the latch style car seats or you can use a traditional one. These both support the latch one, as well as there's a tether in the back for the top tether of the traditional child seats. Now this storage spot in the middle that houses 2 cup holders, as well as you can put your phones around there as well. It does actually come out, so you just press this button in the front and then it just comes right out. So if you want to make it easier to get in the third row without having to move these seats forward and back, you just take this out and people can walk right through the middle. If you want to put the seats down to store something huge, 2 steps. First, you pull this, drops the backrest, and then you pull the second one, which drops it further down like that. Now it's locked in place. You can do the same over here and you're good to go. If you want to flip it back up, it's as easy as just lifting that up, and now it's locked in place. Now if you want to slide it forward and back, that's this first one over here, so there you go, as easy as that. Now if you don't want to use the middle area here to go in and out of the third row, there's a shoulder latch which you can press, and in one motion it moves the seat forward and slides it forward as well, so you can easily get into the third row. Alright, so here I am. Now I can't really slide that seat backwards from here. I have to reach around and grab that latch, and I really can't do that. It'll be in the way. But this seat is all the way up front, and as you can see, I have a lot more space, but that guy really doesn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit over here, and now this guy is actually all the way back, so this could move a little bit forward. I would be very comfortable. But as a 6-foot person, me with this seat reclined back, it's definitely touching here. It's not going to be comfortable for long if this guy doesn't move forward a bit. Also, did I mention that these seats recline? This is reclined and that one is not. So as you can see, it definitely helps. That seat actually feels like it's almost like a 90-degree angle, whereas this seat is actually a lot more relaxing. Now, storage and chargers. So back here you have a USB-C charger up here as well as over there, and then there's a big cup holder / other storage space in here as well. There isn't really much else going on back here, but there is a climate vent and an LED if your kid likes to study back here. And to get out of the third row, you simply pull this and push it forward, and there you go. That's all you need to do. Okay folks, so here we are in the back of the Grand Highlander. The Grand Highlander is actually body colored, so it's kind of hard to see, but there's your platinum chrome badge and all-wheel drive badge right there. And then you have the button style ultrasonic parking sensors there, and then your rear view camera is right under there, and that's where your button is for the automatic opening tailgate. Alright, so inside the trunk here, this is your cargo liners. There's your JBL speaker on the left with some grocery hooks on this here as well. And then if you look under here, there is an extra storage space as well. So there you go. There is your jack. And this is one of those privacy storage covers as well. But wait a minute, where does that go? I mean, it fits here, but there is no spots. Aha. Well, for that, you have to drop these seats down. So if you drop the seats down, and here's the second one, and then you see that's and that right there, that's where it hooks up, and then you pull it and then hook it into here, and that covers your cargo area. That was sneaky. And then finally, when you're done, this thing does have kick to open and close, so you do that and then it automatically closes for you as well. All right folks, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, salute you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, don't forget to let me know what you think about this Grand Highlander. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for watching again. And before I say goodbye, I just wanted to say a huge thanks to King's Toyota here for allowing me to film this video with the Grand Highlander. And I will see you next time.